In this lecture, we will examine the structure and function of adverbs in English. The lesson covers the definition of adverbs, the grammatical classification, formation rules, degrees of comparison, inversion with negative adverbs, special usage patterns. By the end of this session, students should be able to identify, form, and correctly use adverbs in both spoken and written English. 1. Definition of an adverb. An adverb is a word that modifies a verb, an adjective, another adverb, or an entire sentence. It does not modify a noun or pronoun. Examples: he speaks clearly. The adverb modifies the verb. She is extremely intelligent. The adverb modifies the adjective. He runs very quickly. The adverb modifies another adverb. Fortunately, we arrived on time. The adverb modifies the whole sentence. 2. Classification of adverbs. Adverbs are generally classified into several main categories. 1. Adverbs of time. These answer the question, when. Examples: now, yesterday, soon, already, still, early, late. Example sentence: she arrived early. 2. Adverbs of place. These answer the question, where. Examples: here, there, abroad, outside, upstairs, everywhere. Example: he traveled abroad. 3. Adverbs of manner. These answer the question, how. Examples: quickly, slowly, wisely, carefully, well. Example: the student answered carefully. 4. Adverbs of degree. These indicate intensity or extent. Examples: very, to, quite, almost, completely, rather, fairly. Example: the lecture was extremely informative. 5. Adverbs of frequency. These indicate how often something occurs. Examples: always, often, sometimes, seldom, never, once, twice. Example: she always submits her assignments on time. 3. Formation of adverbs. Most adverbs are formed by adding lie to an adjective. Examples: quick right pointing arrow, quickly. Careful right pointing arrow, carefully. Clear right pointing arrow, clearly. If the adjective ends in y, the y changes to I before adding lie. Happy right pointing arrow, happily. Important irregular forms: good right pointing arrow, well. True right pointing arrow, truly. Whole right pointing arrow, wholly. Some words function as both adjectives and adverbs, depending on position. Hard. He works hard. Adverb. It is a hard task. Adjective. Early. She arrived early. Adverb. An early meeting. Adjective. Near. Stay near. Adverb. The station is near. Adjective. 4. Comparison of adverbs. Adverbs have 3 degrees of comparison: positive, comparative, superlative. 1. Positive degree: he runs fast. 2. Comparative degree for short adverbs: add he runs faster than his brother. For longer adverbs, use more: she writes more clearly than her colleague. 3. Superlative degree for short adverbs: add est: he runs the fastest of all. For longer adverbs, use most: she speaks the most confidently in the class. Irregular forms: badly right pointing arrow, worse right pointing arrow, worst, far right pointing arrow, farther, further right pointing arrow, farthest, furthest, early right pointing arrow, earlier right pointing arrow, earliest, often right pointing arrow, more often. 5. The correlative comparative structure. The structure. The plus comparative. The plus comparative examples: the more you study, the better you perform. The earlier you begin, the sooner you finish. The greater the effort, the greater the reward. This structure expresses proportional relationships. 6. Inversion with negative adverbs. When certain negative or restrictive adverbs appear at the beginning of a sentence, subject-auxiliary inversion is required. Examples: never have I seen such dedication. Seldom do students fully appreciate this rule. No sooner had the lecture begun than the power failed. So difficult was the exam that many students struggled. This structure is common in formal and academic writing. 7. Special usage of selected adverbs. 1. So degree, she was so tired that she fell asleep. Result: it was late, so we left. 2. To degree, excess, the explanation was too complicated. Addition: I attended the seminar, and my colleague did too. 3. Just time, she has just submitted her thesis. Adjective: he is a just and fair leader. 4. Rather versus fairly, rather often expresses a negative or critical nuance. The results were rather disappointing. Fairly often expresses moderate positivity. The results were fairly satisfactory. 5. Quite. Quite may mean completely, with absolute adjectives. The solution is quite impossible. With gradable adjectives, it may mean fairly. The task was quite difficult. In this lecture, we have examined the definition and function of adverbs, their classification rules for formation, degrees of comparison, correlative, comparative structures, inversion with negative adverbs, selected advanced usage patterns. A strong understanding of adverbs enhances clarity, precision, and academic fluency in English. Students are encouraged to practice by constructing sentences using different categories and comparison forms.